pressed on your heart and a new life, and fears you think are yours to carry alone.
Fear whispered, I am here.
You are not ready.
I have always been
You are not
here.
capable. There is,
Yet I said,
a reason
I
you feel the heaviness,
am with
the
you.
tension. I go
The
before
unrest.
you.
Every
is not
step
to
he
break
took
you,
was guided,
but to awaken
every
you.
encounter
The
orchestrated.
first step to breakthrough.
What seemed
is to let
uncertain
go of what you
became
cannot
certainty.
carry.
What
Think of a
seemed
woman who
impossible
carried
became
shame for
possible.
decades.
Repeat.
Every morning,
I am
she
guided.
rose under the
I
weight
am
of
protected.
guilt and regret.
I am capable through
Each
you.
night,
My
the
child.
memories replayed in
There
her
is a
mind.
transformation taking
She
place in
believed
your
she
spirit. Even
and
now,
failed beyond redemption.
some days you may
She
not
did
feel
not
it.
see me.
Some nights
but I
you
saw
may
her.
question it. I whispered.
But know this,
I guided.
the smallest steps,
I showed her that
the
what
silent
she held
prayers,
was not hers to
the
keep.
moments of surrender.
When she finally
They are
whispered
all
back to
working
me,
together to shape
releasing
your
the pain,
destiny.
freedom
There was a
began
woman
to flow.
who prayed daily
Her
for
chains
clarity
did
in
not
our
vanish
relationships.
instantly. She
But they
felt
lost their
unseen,
power.
unheard,
This is the first
misunderstood.
Letting
But each
go
prayer,
is not weakness.
each act of
It is
obedience,
strength.
each choice
Repeat
to forgive
after me.
was
I
preparing
release
her
one.
heart. I
When the
cannot
blessing
carry.
finally arrived,
I let go of
she
what does not
recognized the
belong to
pattern
me.
of my work.
I trust you,
Her
Lord.
patience
to
her
guide
trust,
my steps.
her surrender.
Feel
had built
my
a
hand
foundation
lifting
for
what you
lasting
release.
peace. You are not alone.
I trust
Do
your
not
process.
rush. Do not
I
depend
surrender
on
to your
yesterday's
plan.
strength.
I
Come
embrace
to
your
me
timing.
first. Even
I
now,
order your
I am
steps.
speaking to you.
I quiet
The
your
door you
fears.
think is closed
I make a
is not
way
closed
where
to
there
me.
seems to be none.
The opportunity you
There
fear
is a
is
shepherd
too late
who leads
is
his
already
sheep
in my
through the
hands.
dark. The
The
breakthrough
path
you
is
long
hidden.
for
Dangers
is already
lie
being
in the
prepared.
shadows.
Yet
There was
the
a man
shepherd
who felt
calls with a
trapped
calm
by his
voice.
circumstances.
The sheep that
His
follow
finances were
safely
failing.
arrive at the
His
pasture.
health was weak.
I am your
His
shepherd.
relationships
The
strained.
world will roar.
He despaired.
And your heart may panic.
I whispered,
but in the
"Do
stillness,
not rely on
hear
your
me.
understanding.
I
Trust me.
am guiding.
He obeyed.
I am speaking.
One by one,
I am
doors
preparing
began
your
to
breakthrough.
open.
Help
There was a
arrived
man
from
who prayed
unexpected
for years,
sources,
seeking
relationships
his
were
life.
restored.
He
Health
heard nothing,
improved,
and he felt
his
abandoned.
steps became ordered.
One night,
guided,
he entered
and blessed.
silence.
Repeat.
In that quiet,
I trust your
a whisper
provision.
came.
I
Subtle,
walk in faith.
soft,
I am
impossible
guided
to
by your
ignore.
hand.
It said, "Do not allow
Move
fear
toward
to
the
linger
one
in
you
your
fear.
heart. Do
Speak
not
the
allow
word
doubt
you
to
think
cloud your
impossible.
vision." He
Speak
obeyed.
aloud.
That
Lord,
act, small
I
in his
release
eyes,
fear.
opened
I
doors
reject
he
doubt.
could not have
I
imagined.
receive your courage.
Breakthrough begins
I
in the
step
quiet
boldly.
where my voice is heard.
There
You have
was
prayed.
a woman who
You
feared
have hoped.
speaking her truth.
Yet the blessing you seek
She feared
seems
confrontation.
delayed.
She
This is
feared
not because
rejection.
I have forgotten.
Yet she whispered
It is
her
because
fear
your
to
heart
me,
must prepare
and I
to
filled
receive
her
it.
heart with boldness.
Obedience opens doors.
She spoke with love
faster than
clarity,
wishes or
and
plans.
strength.
Consider a
words
man
healed
who waited for
relationships,
years for a promised
opened
blessing.
opportunities,
Each
and
day he
transformed
prayed,
situations
but the door
she never
remained
thought
shut.
possible.
Then I
Repeat.
spoke,
I
asking
am
him to
bold.
forgive someone.
I am
to
courageous.
act in kindness where he
I am
had been
guided
wrong.
by your spirit,
Though
not my
uncomfortable,
child. He obeyed.
I see the places
By
you
the
have
next
tried
day,
to fix alone.
the door opened. I see the
Not as he
relationships you
expected,
have tried to
but
heal
greater
alone.
than he imagined.
I see the
Obedience,
doors you
my
have tried
child,
to open alone.
is the soil where
Stop.
breakthroughs grow.
Release them.
Your faith
Bring them
waters
to
it,
me,
and I make
There
it bear fruit.
was a man who could
Repeat,
not forgive a
I
friend
will.
who betrayed him.
Obey your
He
voice,
tried
Lord.
for years.
I trust your
carrying
timing.
bitterness like
I
a
walk
stone
in the
his
path
heart. You have prepared.
One night he whispered,
There are lies you
Lord,
have believed about
I
yourself.
cannot carry this anymore.
Thoughts that are
I
not
took
yours.
The burden
That
lifted.
heaviness, that fear,
Peace
that
replaced
shame.
resentment.
These are
Freedom
not random.
replaced anger.
They are
The
assignments.
door to reconciliation
meant to distract
opened.
you from my
Repeat.
voice. I
You are a
release
light
all
that
bitterness.
darkness notices.
I forgive.
You are
and
a
I am
threat
free.
to the enemy's plan.
Even now,
and that is
I am
why the
preparing
pressure
blessings
rises.
for you.
But do not
The
fear.
promotion,
I
the
go
relationship,
before you.
the
I
healing,
walk with you.
the provision.
I cover
It is
you.
coming.
Repeat.
But first,
I am
your
strong.
heart must be
I am
ready.
covered. Your
I
mind
am
must
free
be aligned.
in Jesus' name.
Your spirit
Your
must
mind
be
may
open.
replay pain.
There was a woman
You may
who
fear
longed for her breakthrough.
what you cannot
She
control.
prayed and fasted.
You may long for change.
She surrendered
Someone
her
who refuses
fears.
to change.
She obeyed
You may
every
hide
whisper
sins
of
in
guidance.
silence.
When her
Thinking
moment
they define
arrived,
you.
she
Bring them
recognized
to
it
me
immediately.
Not for shame,
because her
but
heart
for
was
freedom.
prepared.
I
Her
want to
mind
break
was ready.
those chains and her
Tonight,
faith was unshakable.
Speak aloud.
Repeat.
Lord, I release the
prepare
pain.
my heart.
I release
I
the
open
fear.
my mind.
I release
I
what
walk in
cannot
unwavering
change.
faith. I
Doubt,
open.
do not despair
my
over
heart
delays.
to your restoration.
Delays are not
You
denials.
are not alone in this journey.
Each delay is
I
a
am your
refining,
guide,
a
your
preparation, your light, a setup
There
for
was a
something
young
far
woman
greater
who
than you
feared
can
failure.
imagine. She
There was a
wanted to
man who
pursue a
waited
calling,
for years for
but every
financial
step seemed blocked.
provision.
Doors
He feared
closed.
poverty.
Voices
feared
told her
failure.
no. And
Yet
discouragement
each delay
whispered
taught him
constantly.
patience,
She
humility,
cried out to me,
and wisdom.
asking
When
for
the blessing
guidance.
came,
I
it opened a
multiplied
path she
beyond
could
his
not see.
understanding. brought the right people into her life, and positioned her in a way that led to breakthrough. Now, she stepped forward, take a deep breath, and the blessing she had longed for arrived. Lord, this is what I do for those that is not mine to carry. I am always moving. I embrace your plan. Even when you do not see it. I trust your timing. You may feel weak. I receive your blessing. You may feel unseen. I step into the path you may feel prepared for me. But I say, Amen. Comment and separate if this word speaks to your heart. Your breakthrough. Save this video to return to when you feel weary. All await when you share it with someone who, trust me, needs freedom, I trust you, and breakthrough tonight. I follow your voice. And now, I watch the 22-minute prayer into what you have prepared. Receive every word, hear me every blessing, every whisper of every thought that says your path is prepared. Release the pain that you keep replaying. Your breakthrough. Surrender the fear of what you cannot control. As you continue to walk through your day, is not yours to change. Every closed door, bring into my light every moment you have been hiding is a signal that all of this I take. Do not fear all of this seems impossible. Do not despair when the path is unclear. Strengthen your spirit and cover your path. Man, it will be moments today when old burdens return. He had dreams or doubt, yet the way forward was blocked at every turn. Call my name, he fasted, my word, remember my promises. Yet the doors remained faithful. One night, true. In his despair, he turned to me fully. Repeat. He surrendered every plan, every expectation, every fear. I whispered to his heart, prepare for the doors I am opening. Follow the steps I show you. They may not look like you expected. If they are small, they may require patience, even if they seem insignificant, or courage. He obeyed. Step through anyway. The next day, do not rely. The first door opened on your strength. By the week's end, follow me. A blessing he had longed for arrived. I make a way. This is my promise. I provide what is needed. And you surrender. Repeat. The path I follow straight, Lord. Repeat. I trust your way. I walk in your path. I trust your plan. Affirm your faith now. I follow your guidance without. I am feared. Many of you carry burdens you do not even recognize. I am walking in the light of the Lord. Some of these burdens were handed down by orders. My path is clear. Some were born from circumstances that were not your fault. Because he who leads me never sleeps as if they define you. Do not doubt the signs I place before you. Let them go. The numbers you see release the anger that poisons your mind. You cannot ignore. Release the bitterness that robs your joy. None of release the guilt that is not yours to carry. I am speaking to you. I will replace these with peace. I will replace the fear with courage. Take a moment to breathe. Doubt with certainty. Inhale my peace. Repeat. Exhale your fear. Lord, say aloud. I release all that is not from you. I receive your peace. I receive your peace. My fear. I receive. I step forward in faith. I receive. You may feel uncertainty. There is power in question the path, child. That is why many wait for blessings to arrive. My guidance is never hidden. Yet they do not see that the blessing comes through the steps you take in faith. Consider the story of a woman who longed for healing. Gentle, she went to many doctors. I called to your spirit until you respond. Nothing seemed to work. I hear your voice, Lord. One day I whisper. I respond in faith. Forgive the one who follow your guidance. Walk into the light you have been avoiding. Do not fall asleep carrying yesterday's pain. And seemingly unrelated tomorrow. She obeyed. Fear or healing began. Doubt. A breakthrough arrived. Trust me. Your steps, walk even the smallest ones down. I am opening doors, clearing to my voice, and preparing blessings. Repeat. Your breakthrough is near. I will trust. I am ready, Lord. I will follow. I trust your timing. Do not be afraid of the unknown. I step forward. There was a man who faced a decision. The woman who could not understand. The man who feared the consequences of stepping forward. I said surrendered their shame. Take the step. These stories, even if you cannot see the outcome, they are for you. I go before you. Your story is unfolding. When he stepped, the doors I am in it. The blessings I am guiding it, and the fear he held for years dissolved. I am making the path straight. The unknown is my territory. Now, speak these words over yourself. Repeat. Lord, I step free from what I trust you. I cannot carry. I move forward. I trust your plan. You may feel the weight of what others expect from you. The pressure of comparisons. The constant pull to conform, pain, and doubt. Do not listen. I am covered in your love, only to me. I am guided by your voice. There is a path uniquely for you. And God, designed before you were born. Every moment. One person will see your success, and embrace peace. Another will criticize. I do not fear their voices. Worthy of love and blessings. The voice that matters is mine. I trust God's timing in my life. I hear only your voice. I am strong, courageous, and resilient. Path. I forgive. I trust your plan. Let go of what no longer serves me. There will be moments of restlessness. I attract joy, moments when your mind races, and miracles. When you feel unsettled. I am aligned. This is not chaos. This is me stirring your spirit, body. There is a season for preparation. I walk in faith. There is a season for breakthrough each day. There is a
Asterisk,
season for
repeat.
rest.
These
In
5
every
prayers
moment,
every
I am
night,
teaching you to
Lord,
recognize my voice,
guide me and
to
protect
discern
me
my
in every
guidance,
step I take
to trust
today.
the timing I
Fill
set.
my heart with your
Repeat.
peace. I
Calm
trust
my
your
mind
timing.
and help
I
me walk
recognize your
confidently
voice.
in your light.
I follow your
Surround
guidance.
me with your love.
Consider the
and
young
keep me
woman
from
who
harm.
wanted to start a
Jesus,
ministry. I ask you
every
to fill
attempt
my
she
heart
made
with courage
seemed
and
blocked.
strength.
Doors
When I feel
closed,
weak or afraid,
opportunities vanished.
remind me of your presence. She cried out to me,
Help me trust
"Why,
in your
Lord?"
plan. I
And
whispered,
give me patience to
your
wait
timing
for your
is
perfect
perfect.
timing. Father,
Continue to prepare
grant me
your
wisdom
heart.
and clarity
She
in all
waited.
my decisions
She
today.
prayed. Help
she
me
studied.
see
beyond my
She
fears
loved.
and doubts. And then
Teach
one
me
day,
to listen to your
an
voice.
opportunity arrived
Follow
that
your
she could never
guidance.
have imagined,
and act in alignment with
Her
your
ministry
will.
flourished.
Holy
The
Spirit,
delay was not
surround
denial.
me with your love.
It was
and
preparation.
light. Remove
Your delays are not
any
denials.
negativity,
Repeat.
fear, or
I wait with
confusion
faith.
from my mind.
I trust your
Help
timing.
me embrace joy.
I prepare my
gratitude,
heart
and peace
for your blessing,
and let your presence
The enemy
guide
will
every
attempt
thought,
to distract you.
word, and
He will
action.
plant thoughts
God.
of doubt. I
fear,
surrender my
and regret.
worries, doubts,
When you
and
feel the
burdens into
heaviness in your
hands.
chest,
When
help me
confusion
trust your
clouds
plan
your mind,
fully.
remember
Even when I
this.
do not
These are
understand
not
it,
yours to carry.
strengthen.
They are assignments
faith,
meant to pull
renew
you
my
away
hope,
from my voice
and fill me with your
Lift
everlasting
your eyes.
peace.
Speak aloud.
Asterisk, Lord,
I
guide me
reject
and
every
protect
lie
me.
in every
One
step
receive.
I take today.
Your
Fill
truth.
my heart with your
I
peace.
walk in your light.
Calm my mind.
I'm protected.
And help me walk
I am
confidently
guided.
in your light.
I am free.
Surround me with your love.
Affirm with me
and
now.
keep me from harm.
I release fear.
Tonight, I
lay
release
down
down
my
my fears
I
and my
release
worries.
worry.
I release the
every
burden that is
burden
not
that
mine to
weighs on
carry.
my shoulders.
I trust you
I
completely.
acknowledge
I
that I
follow
am not
your
alone
voice
in
without
this
journey.
hesitation.
You, Lord, walk with me.
I step into the path
Even when
you
the
have
path
prepared.
seems unclear.
There is a
or
story of a
darkness
man
surrounds
who had
me.
lost everything.
I know your light.
He had no
pierces
direction,
through every
no
shadow.
support, no hope.
Help me see
He
beyond
prayed,
the troubles
and
of
I
today.
say,
and
begin
trust
with
the
gratitude.
unseen ways.
Recognize
you
what you have
working in my
not
life.
what you lack.
Teach me to
Walk
pause
in
when I
kindness
feel
and
rushed, to
generosity,
breathe when I feel
even
anxious,
when it is hard,
and to seek your presence when
obeyed.
I feel lost.
Slowly,
I
doors
declare
open.
that no weapon
Friendships
formed
return.
against me shall prosper.
Opportunities
For
arrive.
you are my
His
refuge
breakthrough
and
came
fortress.
through the smallest acts
Lord,
of obedience
let my
and
heart
gratitude.
remain still.
Repeat.
My mind
I walk
focused
in
on your
gratitude.
truth. I act
and
in
my spirit
kindness, aligned with your
I
divine
obey
will.
your voice.
Let me carry
My
this
breakthrough
peace
comes
into
through
my
you,
dreams. Do not
Tonight,
despise small
so I
beginnings.
may
awaken refreshed.
Many of you are
renewed,
waiting for miracles
and ready to
yet
embrace your
overlook the
blessings.
steps
I give you
Jesus,
each day.
I
ask you to fill
every
my
small
heart with
act of
courage
faith
and strength.
Every moment
When
of
I
surrender,
feel weak or afraid,
every word of
remind me
kindness,
of your presence.
every prayer
Help
uttered
me
in
trust
honesty.
in your plan.
These are
and
seeds.
give me patience to wait
They
for
grow
your perfect
into
timing.
blessings you
I
cannot
surrender
yet
my
see.
doubts and my
Repeat.
insecurities to you.
I plant seeds
I
of
confess
faith.
the times
I
I have
act in
tried to
obedience.
control outcomes.
I trust in your
seeking
timing.
my own
I
understanding.
receive the
rather
growth
than
you have
yours.
promised.
The
My
stories I
child,
share are not distant.
As you continue to walk
They are
through
for
your
you.
day,
Your
know that
life
every
is a
challenge,
living story.
every closed door,
unfolding under
every
my
moment
hand.
of fear
is a
I am
signal
writing
that I am
chapters
near.
of victory.
Do not fear
healing,
what seems
breakthrough,
impossible. And restoration.
Do not despair.
Do
when
not
the path
rush.
is unclear.
Do not doubt.
There was a young
Do not fear.
man who longed
Follow
for
me.
purpose.
Repeat.
He had plans.
I follow you, Lord.
He had dreams.
I trust
Yet
your
the
hand.
way forward was
I
blocked
stepped
at every
boldly
turn.
into the story
He
you're praying
prayed.
for me.
He fasted
Tonight,
He
before
wept.
you sleep, yet the
Lay
doors
down every
remain
fear.
closed. Every worry,
One night,
every
in his
burden.
despair, he turned
Speak
to me
aloud.
fully.
Lord,
He surrendered every
I release
plan,
everything
every
I cannot
expectation,
carry.
every
I
fear.
receive your peace.
I whispered to his
I
heart,
receive your strength.
trust me.
I receive your
Follow the
breakthrough.
steps I show you.
I trust your
even
plan.
If they are
I step
small,
into the path,
even
you
if they
have
seem
prepared.
insignificant.
Amen.
He obeyed.
Asterisk, you may
The
feel
next day,
uncertainty.
the first
You
door
may
opened.
question the path.
By the week's
That
end,
is why
a blessing he
I
had
am
longed
here.
for arrived. My
This
guidance
is my
never
promise.
hidden.
I
When
do
you
not
surrender,
speak once,
the path
and
is
leave you
made
wandering.
straight.
I am
Repeat
persistent,
after me,
patient, I surrender
gentle,
all. Yet
I
piercing.
trust your plan.
I call to
I
your
follow
spirit
your guidance
until you
without
respond.
fear.
Repeat.
Many of you
I
carry
hear your
burdens
voice, Lord.
you do not
I
even
respond in
recognize.
faith.
Some
I
of these
follow your
burdens were
guidance.
handed down by
There
others.
Will be
Some were
times
born
when it
from
feels like no
circumstances
one
that were not your
understands.
fault.
There was
Yet
a
they
woman
weigh
who
on
prayed
you
for
as
years
if they
for
define
clarity
you.
in her marriage.
I say to you
Advice came
let
from
them
every
go.
direction. Release
Confusion
the anger that
clouded her
poisons your
mind.
mind. One
Release
night,
the
she
bitterness
whispered
that
her heart
robs
to me
your
alone.
joy.
I
Release
answered.
the guilt that is
Doors
not yours
opened.
to carry.
Clarity
I
arrived.
arrived.
will replace these
What
with
you cannot
peace.
solve on your own,
I will replace the
the
fear with
Your
courage.
trust unlocks
I will
my
replace
power.
doubt with certainty.
Repeat.
I trust
Repeat.
you, Lord.
Aloud.
I follow your voice.
Lord,
I
I
release
surrender
all
what
that
I
is not
cannot
from you.
fix. You
I receive your peace.
may feel uncertainty.
I receive your courage.
You may question the path.
I receive your certainty.
That is why I am here.
There is power in
My
obedience,
guidance is
my
never
child.
hidden. Many
I do
wait
not
for
speak
blessings to
once
arrive
and leave you
yet
wandering.
they do not see that
I
the
am
blessing comes
persistent,
through the steps you
patient,
take in faith.
gentle,
Consider
yet
the
piercing.
story of a woman
I
who
call
longed
to your
for
spirit
healing.
until
She
you
went
respond.
to many doctors.
Repeat.
She prayed.
I hear
She
your
cried.
voice, Lord. I
Nothing
respond
seemed
in
to
faith.
work.
I follow
One day
your
I
guidance.
whispered, there will be
Forgive
times
the
when
one
it
who
feels
hurt
like
you.
no one understands.
Walk into the light you
There
have
was
been
a
avoiding.
woman who prayed for
Though
years
small
for
and
clarity in her
seemingly
marriage.
unrelated, she
Advice
obeyed.
came from
Her
every
healing
direction.
began.
Confusion
The breakthrough
clouded her
arrived.
mind.
Your
One
steps,
night, she
even the
whispered her
smallest
heart to
ones
me
done
alone.
in obedience.
I answered.
To my voice,
Doors opened.
move mountains.
Clarity arrived.
Repeat. What
I
you
will
cannot
obey.
solve on your own,
I will
trust.
Your trust
I will follow
unlocks my
God.
power.
Do not be afraid
Repeat.
of the unknown. I trust you,
There
Lord.
was a man who faced
follow
a decision
your voice.
he could not understand.
I surrender what I
He
cannot
feared the
fix.
consequences of stepping
Asterisk.
forward.
You, I said to
may
him,
feel uncertain.
take the step.
You may
Even if
question
you
the
cannot
path.
see the outcome.
That is why I am
I
here.
go before you.
My guidance is
When
never
he stepped,
hidden. The doors
I do
opened,
not speak
the
once,
blessings arrive,
can leave you
and the
wondering.
fear he held for
I am
years
persistent,
dissolved.
patient,
The unknown
gentle,
is my territory.
yet piercing.
Step boldly.
I call to your spirit.
Repeat
until you respond.
I step boldly.
Repeat. I trust
I
you.
hear your voice, Lord.
I move forward
I
without
respond in
fear.
faith. You may feel the
your
weight
guidance.
of what others expect
There will
from
be
you.
moments when
the
you
pressure
look
of
around
comparisons
and feel like
the
no one
constant
sees
pull
what you're
to
carrying.
conform. Even
Do
those
not
closest to you may
Listen.
not understand the
to me.
storm inside your heart.
There is a path
but I
uniquely
do.
for you. I see
Designed
every
before
thought,
you were born.
every fear.
One person will
whispered
see your
prayer you
success.
never say out
Another
loud.
will criticize. Nothing is
Do
hidden
not
from
fear
me.
their voices.
Not your
The
tears,
voice that
not
matters
your
is
pain,
mine.
not your
Repeat.
exhaustion. I hear
There was a
only your
woman
voice,
who
Lord.
prayed for years
I
for
follow
clarity
your
in her marriage.
path. She sought advice
trust
from
your
friends,
plan.
family,
There will be
even
moments of
strangers who meant
restlessness,
well. Moments
but
when your
did not
mind
know the
races,
depths of her
when you
heart.
feel unsettled.
Every voice
This
only
is not
increased
chaos.
her confusion.
This is me
One
stirring
night,
your spirit.
overwhelmed,
There
and
is a
tired of
season for
trying to hold
preparation.
everything together.
There is a season
She
for
fell to her
breakthrough.
knees.
There
and
is a
whispered her
season
heart
for
to me
rest.
alone.
In
And
every
I
moment,
answered,
I am
not
teaching
with
you to
chaos,
recognize my voice,
not with fear,
to discern my
but with
guidance,
clarity.
to trust.
A peace
the timing
entered
I
her
set,
spirit
that she had
Repeat.
never felt.
I trust your timing.
Before, I recognize
did not
your
have all
voice.
the answers.
I
but she
follow
had
your
direction.
guidance. She
Consider
did not
young
know the
woman
entire
who wanted
path
to start a
but
ministry.
she knew her next step.
Every attempt she
And
made
that was
seemed
enough.
blocked.
Doors closed.
What you cannot solve on your
opportunities
own,
vanished.
I will.
She cried out to
What
me.
weighs you down?
Why, Lord? I will lift.
I whispered.
What confuses
Your timing
you
is perfect.
I will make clear.
Continue to prepare
Your trust
your heart.
unlocks my
She
power.
waited.
Repeat.
She prayed.
I trust
She studied.
you, Lord.
She
I follow
loved.
your voice.
And then one
I surrender
day,
what I
an
cannot
opportunity
fix.
arrived that
My
she
child,
could never have
hear
imagined.
me.
There is no confusion
ministry
in my
flourish.
voice. The
There
delay
is no
was not
fear in
denial.
my guidance.
It was
There
preparation.
is no hopelessness
Your
in my
delays
presence.
are not denials.
You have been trying to
Repeat.
carry too much
I
alone.
wait with faith.
Thoughts from
I
yesterday.
trust your timing.
Wounds from
I prepare
last
my
year.
heart.
Regrets you
for your
refused to
blessing.
speak. The
Enemy
enemy
expectations
will
you were
attempt
never
to
meant
distract
to
you.
fulfill.
He will
You've
plant
been
thoughts
fighting
of doubt,
battles in your
fear,
mind
and
that
regret.
were never yours to
When you
fight.
feel the
Let
heaviness
it
in
go.
your chest,
Let me
when
take what you
confusion
cannot
clouds your
hold any
mind,
longer.
remember this.
There was a man who
These
tried
are not yours to
to
carry.
control every
They are
detail of his
assignments
life.
meant to pull you
He
away
feared
from
the
my
future
voice.
so deeply
Lift
that
your
he
eyes.
planned for every
Speak
outcome.
aloud. Lord,
Obsessed over
I
every
reject
possibility.
every lie, and still
One
felt
receive.
unprepared. Your
One
truth.
evening,
Exhausted
walk in
from
your
the
light.
weight of his own
I'm
expectations,
protected.
he whispered,
I am guided.
Lord,
I am
surrender
free.
what I cannot
Affirm
control.
with me now. In
I release fear.
that moment,
I
the weight
release
broke.
doubt. Not
I
because the
release worry.
situation changed.
I release the
instantly,
burden that is not
but
mine
because
to
he
carry.
changed. I trust
He
you
realized
completely.
control
was never
I
the
follow
source
your
of his
voice
safety.
without. I was
hesitation.
Pete.
I step into the path
trust
you
your
have
timing.
prepared.
There is a story of a man
trust
who
your
had lost
protection.
everything.
I
He
trust
had
the
no
doors
direction,
you close,
no
and
support,
the doors
no
you
hope.
open.
He
My
prayed,
child, and
listen,
I said,
the
begin
breakthrough
with
you're
gratitude.
waiting for.
Is
Recognize
not
what
always
you
a sudden
have,
event,
not what you
Sometimes
lack.
it is a slow
Walk in
unfolding,
kindness and
a gentle reshaping,
generosity,
even
a
when
quiet
it is hard.
transformation.
He obeyed.
Within you, slowly,
Sometimes
doors
the biggest
open.
breakthrough is not what
Friendships
changes
return.
around you, but
Opportunities
what changes
arrive.
in you. His breakthrough
Peace
came
where
through the
fear
smallest
once lived.
acts of obedience
Clarity
and
where
gratitude.
confusion once grew.
Repeat.
Strength
I walk
where
in
weakness
gratitude.
once ruled.
I act in
Hope
kindness
where doubt once whispered.
I obey your voice.
There was a man who
my breakthrough
thought
comes
his
life was falling apart. Do not despise small beginnings. Finances unstable, waiting for miracles. Dreams
Yet
crushed.
overlooked the steps I
He told
gave you
himself
each
he
day.
was failing. Every
But
small
what he
act
didn't
of
realize
faith was that
Every
I was
moment
not
of
destroying
surrender,
his life.
every word of
I was
kindness,
rebuilding it.
every
I
prayer
was
uttered
tearing
in
down
honesty.
what was unstable.
These are seeds,
so I could build what would
They
last.
grow into blessings.
Sometimes
you
I must
cannot
break
yet
what
see.
you built, so
Repeat.
I can build what you need.
I plant seeds
Repeat.
of faith.
Lord,
I act in obedience.
rebuild me.
I trust
Remake
in your
me.
timing.
Restore
I
me
receive the
according
growth
to
you
your
have
will.
promised.
And hear
The
me
stories
clearly.
I share are not
You
distant.
are.
They
Not
are for
as
you.
lost as you think.
Your life is a
You are
living
not
story,
as behind as you
unfolding
feel.
under my
You
hand.
are not as empty as
I
the
am
enemy
writing
wants
chapters
you
of
to believe.
victory, healing,
You are in the middle
breakthrough,
of becoming,
and restoration.
You are in the center
Do
of
not
transformation.
rush. Do not
You are
doubt.
walking through a season
not
that
fear.
is shaping you.
Follow me. For the blessing you
Repeat.
prayed for,
I
follow
Do
you,
not
Lord.
despise this season.
I trust your hand.
There is purpose in it.
I step
There is
boldly
growth
into the
in it.
story you're
There
writing
is
for me.
deliverance in it.
Tonight,
There is direction
before
in
you
it.
sleep,
Repeat.
lay down every fear.
I embrace the
every
season
worry,
I'm in.
every burden.
I trust what you are building.
Speak
in me.
aloud.
Asterisk,
Lord,
you may
I
feel
release
weary,
everything
as
I
if the
cannot
weight
carry.
of what you carry is
I
more
receive
than
your peace.
you can bear.
I receive your
That
strength.
is why I'm here.
I receive your
I
breakthrough.
am the strength beneath
I
your
trust your
exhaustion.
plan.
The calm
I step
beneath
into
your
the
storm.
path you have
The
prepared.
light that pierces your
Amen.
darkest night.
Asterisk,
There was
you
a
may
man
feel
who labored
uncertainty.
for years in silence.
You may question the path.
Believing his efforts
That
were
is why.
unnoticed,
I am
unappreciated,
here.
meaningless.
My guidance is never
Each
hidden.
day he woke,
I do not speak
burdened
once
by doubt and
leave
fear.
you wandering.
One night,
I am
he
persistent,
fell to his knees
patient,
and whispered his heart
gentle,
to me.
yet
I
piercing.
responded.
I
Not
call to your spirit
with thunder,
until you
not
respond.
with a sudden answer,
Repeat.
but with a peace
I hear
that
your
wrapped
voice,
around his
Lord.
spirit.
I respond
whispering,
in faith.
I see
I
you.
follow your guidance.
You are not alone.
There.
Your
There'll
labor
be
is not
times
in
when
vain.
it feels like no one
Repeat,
understands.
Lord, I
There
am
was
not
a woman
alone.
who prayed for
I am
years
seen.
for clarity
I
in
am
her marriage.
recognized. I am
Advice
valued,
came from
my
every
child.
direction.
Understand
Confusion
this.
clouded her
Every
mind.
tear you have shed,
One night,
every
she whispered
prayer
her
you
heart
have
to me
whispered in
alone.
secret,
I answered.
every fear you have
Doors
battled.
opened.
In the
Clarity
silence
arrived.
of your heart,
What you
has not
cannot
been
solve
wasted.
on your own,
I have recorded them all.
Your trust
Each
unlocks
one is
my
precious
power.
to me.
Repeat.
In every season
I
of
trust
waiting,
you, Lord.
of testing,
I
of
follow your
refining,
voice.
has a purpose.
I surrender what I
Consider
cannot
the woman
fix.
who waited
You
years for a breakthrough
may
in her
feel
career.
uncertainty.
Every
You may
rejection,
question the path.
every closed door.
That is why I
every
am here.
moment of disappointment
My guidance
seemed
is never
unbearable.
hidden.
I
Yet
do
with
not
each
speak
trial,
once. I
and
was
leave you
shaping her
wandering.
faith, her
I am
patience,
persistent,
her resilience.
patient,
When the
gentle,
moment finally arrived,
yet piercing.
she did not
I
simply
call to
receive
your
a
spirit
job or a
until
promotion.
you respond.
She received the
Repeat.
confidence,
I
the
hear
wisdom,
your voice,
and
Lord.
the strength
I
to walk
respond
into
in
a
faith.
position.
I
She
follow
was
your
truly
guidance.
prepared for.
There will be times when
Repeat.
it feels like no
I
one
trust
understands.
the timing of the Lord.
There was a woman
wait with
who prayed
patience.
for years for
I
clarity
am being
in her
prepared.
marriage.
There will be
Advice
moments when
came
doubt
from
creeps
every
in.
direction.
The enemy
Confusion
will whisper
clouded her
lies.
mind.
You're
One
too
night,
late.
she whispered
You're
her
not
heart
enough.
to me alone.
You're forgotten.
I answered.
Hear me.
Doors opened.
These are not
Clarity
your truths.
arrived.
They are
What you
shadows
cannot
attempting
solve
to
on your
cloud
own,
your vision.
I will.
Stand
Your
firm.
trust unlocks
There was
my
a young
power.
man who doubted his
Repeat.
calling.
I trust
Every
you,
door
Lord.
he knocked on
I follow your
seemed
voice.
closed.
I
Every
surrender
voice
what I
said
cannot
no.
fix.
Yet I
Asterisk.
continued to whisper
You
gently,
may feel
persistently.
uncertainty.
Do not
You may
turn
question
back.
the path.
Do not
That is
despair.
why I am here.
Your path is
My
before you.
guidance is never hidden.
He obeyed.
I do not
And the
speak
doors
once
opened
and
one
leave
by
you
one.
wandering.
Exactly
I am
as
persistent,
prepared.
patient,
Repeat.
gentle,
I reject lies.
yet piercing.
I receive truth.
I call to your spirit
step
until
forward.
you respond.
in faith.
Repeat.
Tonight,
I hear your
lay
voice,
down
Lord.
the burdens you
I
have
respond
carried
in
too
faith.
long. The
I follow your
resentment,
guidance.
the regret,
There will be
the
moments
fear,
when you look
the
around
worry,
and feel
the
like no one
disappointment.
sees what you're carrying.
Give them to me.
Even those closest
There was
to
a
you
mother
may
who carried guilt
not
for years
understand
over
the storm
mistakes
inside
she
your
had
heart.
made in parenting.
But I do.
Each day
I
she
see
woke
every
heavy,
thought, every
believing
fear,
she could not do
every
enough.
whispered prayer you
She brought
never
her
say
guilt
out
to me.
loud. Pouring it
Nothing
out
is
hidden
hidden
from
from
me.
I lifted it.
Not your tears,
I
not
replaced
your pain,
it
not
with
your
wisdom,
exhaustion.
patience.
There was a
and
woman who
renewed
prayed
love.
for years for
Her
clarity
steps
in her
became
marriage.
lighter.
She
Her
sought
heart
advice
became
from
freer.
friends, family,
And the blessings
even
she had
strangers
longed
who
for,
meant well,
peace in
but
her
did
home,
not know the
joy
depths
in
of
her
her heart.
children.
Every
began to
voice
arrive.
only increased her
Repeat.
confusion.
I release
One
guilt.
night, overwhelmed
I
and
accept
tired
your
of trying
peace.
to hold everything
I
together,
walk in freedom.
she fell to
Do
her
not
knees
fear the
and whispered
unknown.
her heart to me alone.
There was a man who stepped
And
into
I
a new
answered,
city,
not
a
with
new
chaos,
job, and a new
not
life
with fear,
without knowing what
but with
awaited
clarity.
him. Fear
a peace
whispered, entered her spirit
You are not
that
ready.
she had never felt.
You are not capable.
Before.
Yet I said,
She did not have all the answers.
as she
with
had you,
direction.
I go before
She did
you.
not know the entire
Every
path,
step he took was
but she
guided.
knew her next step.
Every encounter
And that
orchestrated.
was enough. What seemed uncertain, what you
became
cannot
certainty.
solve on your own,
What seemed
I will.
impossible became
what
possible.
weighs you down,
Repeat.
I will lift.
I am
What
guided.
confuses
I
you,
am protected.
I will make
I am
clear
capable through
your trust
my child.
unlocks my power.
There is a transformation taking
I
place
trust
in
you,
your
Lord.
spirit.
I
Even
follow
now.
your voice.
Some days
I surrender
you may
what
not
I
feel
cannot
it.
fix.
Some nights
My
you may
child,
question it.
hear me,
But know
there
this,
is no confusion
the
in my
smallest
voice.
steps, the
There
silent
is no
prayers,
fear in my
the
guidance.
moments of surrender.
There is no hopelessness
they are
in
all
my
working
presence.
together to
You
shape
have been
your
trying
destiny.
to carry too much
There was a
alone.
woman who prayed
Thoughts from
daily for
yesterday,
clarity in her
wounds
relationships.
Last
She felt
year,
unseen,
regrets you
unheard,
refused to speak,
misunderstood.
expectations
But
you were
each
never
prayer,
meant to fulfill.
each act of obedience,
You've been fighting battles
each
in your
choice to
mind
forgive,
that were never
was
yours to
preparing
fight.
her heart.
Let it go.
When the blessing
Let
finally
me take
arrived,
what you cannot hold
she
any
recognized
longer.
the pattern of
There
my
was
work.
a man who tried
Her patience,
to
her
control
trust,
every detail
her
of his
surrender
life.
had built a foundation.
He feared the
for
future
lasting
so
peace.
deeply
Repeat.
that he planned for every
I trust
outcome,
your process.
obsessed over every
I surrender to
possibility,
your plan,
and still felt
I embrace your
unprepared.
timing.
One evening,
Even now, I
exhausted
am
from the
speaking
weight
to
of his
you.
own
The
expectations,
door you think
he
is
whispered,
closed is not
Lord,
closed to me.
I surrender
The
what I
opportunity you
cannot
fear
control.
is too late.
In
Is already in my hands.
that moment, the
the
weight
breakthrough
broke.
you long for,
Not because
is
the
already
situation
being
changed
prepared.
instantly.
There was a
but
man who
because he
felt trapped
changed.
by his
He
circumstances.
realized control
His
was
finances
never
were
the source
failing.
of his safety.
His health was
I
weak.
was.
His relationship
Repeat.
strained.
I surrender
He
my
despaired.
fear. I release the need to control. I trust your hands above my own. Sometimes the reason you feel stuck is because you are pulling in a direction I never intended for you. You keep asking me to open a door that would harm you, not heal you. You keep asking me to revive something I have already removed. You keep asking me to bless a place I have told you to leave. I am not withholding to punish you. I am withholding to protect you. There was a young woman who cried for months over an opportunity she thought she lost. A job she wanted, a relationship she hoped for, a future she imagined. She felt abandoned, overlooked, forgotten. But what she did not know was that the door she wanted so desperately was filled with pain she could not see. I closed it, not because she was unworthy, but because she was chosen. And months later, I opened a door so perfect, so aligned with her calling, that she finally understood. My delays are not denials, they are direction. Repeat. I trust your timing. I trust your protection. I trust the doors you close and the doors you open. My child, listen. The breakthrough you're waiting for is not always a sudden event. Sometimes it is a slow unfolding, a gentle reshaping, a quiet transformation. Within you, sometimes the biggest breakthrough is not what changes around you, but what changes in you. Peace where fear once lived, clarity where confusion once grew, strength where weakness once ruled, hope where doubt once whispered. There was a man who thought his life was falling apart, relationship broken, finances unstable, dreams crushed. He told himself he was failing, but what he didn't realize was that I was not destroying his life. I was rebuilding it. I was tearing down what was unstable so I could build what would last. Sometimes I must break what you built so I can build what you need. Repeat. Lord, rebuild me, remake me, restore me according to your will, and hear me clearly. You are not as lost as you think. You are not as behind as you feel. You are not as empty as the enemy wants you to believe. You are in the middle of becoming. You are in the center of transformation. You are walking through a season that is shaping you. For the blessing you prayed for, do not despise this season. There is purpose in it. There is growth in it. There is deliverance in it. There is direction in it. Repeat. I embrace the season I am in. I trust what you are building in me. Asterisk, you may feel weary, as if the weight of what you carry is more than you can bear. That is why I'm here. I am the strength beneath your exhaustion, the calm beneath your storm, the light that pierces your darkest night. There was a man who labored for years in silence, believing his efforts were unnoticed, unappreciated, meaningless. Each day he woke, burdened by doubt and fear. One night, he fell to his knees and whispered his heart to me. I responded, not with thunder, not with a sudden answer, but with a peace that wrapped around his spirit, whispering, "I see you. You are not alone. Your labor is not in vain." Repeat, "Lord, I am not alone. I am seen. I am recognized. I am valued. My child, understand this. Every tear you have shed, every prayer you have whispered in secret, every fear you have battled, in the silence of your heart has not been wasted. I have recorded them all. Each one is precious to me, and every season of waiting, of testing, of refining, has a purpose. Consider the woman who waited years for a breakthrough in her career. Every rejection, every closed door, every moment of disappointment seemed unbearable. Yet with each trial, I was shaping her faith, her patience, her resilience. When the moment finally arrived, she did not simply receive a job or a promotion. She received the confidence, the wisdom, and the strength to walk into a position she was truly prepared for. Repeat, "I trust the timing of the Lord. I wait with patience. I am being prepared. There will be moments when doubt creeps in. The enemy will whisper lies. You're too late. You're not enough. You're forgotten. Hear me. These are not your truths. They are shadows attempting to cloud your vision. Stand firm." There was a young man who doubted his calling. Every door he knocked on seemed closed. Every voice said no. Yet I continued to whisper, gently, persistently, "Do not turn back. Do not despair. Your path is before you." He obeyed, and the doors opened one by one, exactly as I had prepared. Repeat, "I reject lies. I receive truth. I step forward in faith." Tonight, lay down the burdens you have carried too long. The resentment, the regret, the fear, the worry, the disappointment. Give them to me. There was a mother who carried guilt for years over mistakes she had made in parenting. Each day she woke heavy, believing she could not do enough. She brought her guilt to me, pouring it out in prayer. I lifted it. I replaced it with wisdom, patience, and renewed love. Her steps became lighter, her heart became freer, and the blessing she had longed for, peace in her home, joy in her children, began to arrive. Repeat, "I release guilt. I accept your peace. I walk in freedom. Do not fear the unknown." There was a man who stepped into a new city, a new job, and a new life without knowing what awaited him. Fear whispered, "You are not ready. You are not capable." Yet I said, "I am with you. I go before you." Every step he took was guided, every encounter orchestrated. What seemed uncertain became certainty. What seemed impossible became possible. Repeat, "I am guided. I am protected. I am capable through you. My child." There is a transformation taking place in your spirit, even now. Some days you may not feel it. Some nights you may question it. But know this, the smallest steps, the silent prayers, the moments of surrender, they are all working together to shape your destiny. There was a woman who prayed daily for clarity in her relationships. She felt unseen, unheard, misunderstood. But each prayer, each act of obedience, each choice to forgive was preparing her heart. When the blessing finally arrived, she recognized the pattern of my work. Her patience, her trust, her surrender had built a foundation for lasting peace. Repeat, "I trust your process. I surrender to your plan. I embrace your timing. Even now, I am speaking to you. The door you think is closed is not closed to me. The opportunity you fear is too late is already in my hands. The breakthrough you long for is already being prepared." There was a man who felt trapped by his circumstances. His finances were failing. His health was weak. His relationships strained. He despaired. I whispered, "Do not rely on your understanding. Trust me." He obeyed. One by one, doors began to open. Help arrived from unexpected sources. Relationships were restored, Health improved. His steps became ordered, guided, and blessed. Repeat. I trust your provision. I walk in faith. I am guided by your hand. Do not allow fear to linger in your heart. Do not allow doubt to cloud your vision. Speak aloud. Lord, I release fear. I reject doubt. I receive your courage. I step boldly. There was a woman who feared speaking her truth. She feared confrontation. She feared rejection. Yet she whispered her fears to me, and I filled her heart with boldness. She spoke with love, clarity, and strength. Her words healed relationships, opened opportunities, and transformed situations she never thought possible. Repeat. I am bold. I am courageous. I am guided by your Spirit, my child. I see the places you have tried to fix alone. I see the relationships you have tried to heal alone. I see the doors you have tried to open alone. Stop, release them. Bring them to me. There was a man who could not forgive a friend who betrayed him. He tried for years, carrying bitterness like a stone in his heart. One night he whispered, Lord, I cannot carry this anymore. I took it. The burden lifted. Peace replaced resentment. Freedom replaced anger. The door to reconciliation opened. Repeat. I release all bitterness. I forgive and I am free. Even now, I am preparing blessings for you. The promotion, the relationship, the healing, the provision. It is coming. But first, your heart must be ready. Your mind must be aligned. Your spirit must be open. There was a woman who longed for her breakthrough. She prayed and fasted. She surrendered her fears. She obeyed every whisper of guidance. When her moment arrived, she recognized it immediately because her heart was prepared, her mind was ready, and her faith was unshakable. Repeat. I prepare my heart. I open my mind. I walk in unwavering faith. Do not despair over delays. Delays are not denials. Each delay is a refining, a preparation, a setup for something far greater than you could imagine. There was a man who waited for years for financial provision. He feared poverty, feared failure. Yet each delay taught him patience, humility, and wisdom. When the blessing came, it multiplied beyond his understanding. Repeat. I trust your timing. I am patient. I am prepared. Now, take a deep breath and whisper, Lord, I release everything that is not mine to carry. I embrace your plan. I trust your timing. I receive your blessing. I step into the path you have prepared for me. Amen. Comment Amen if this word speaks to your heart. Save this video to return to when you feel weary. Share it with someone who needs freedom, guidance, and breakthrough tonight. And now, watch the 22-minute prayer video. Receive every word, every blessing, every whisper of my spirit. Your path is prepared. Your heart is ready. Your breakthrough is here. My child, as you continue to walk through your day, know that every challenge, every closed door, every moment of fear is a signal that I am near. Do not fear what seems impossible. Do not despair when the path is unclear. There was a young man who longed for purpose. He had plans, he had dreams, yet the way forward was blocked at every turn. He prayed, he fasted, he wept, yet the doors remained closed. One night, in his despair, he turned to me fully. He surrendered every plan, every expectation, every fear. I whispered to his heart, trust me. Follow the steps I show you, even if they are small, even if they seem insignificant. He obeyed. The next day, the first door opened. By the week's end, a blessing he had longed for arrived. This is my promise. When you surrender, the path is made straight. Repeat after me. I surrender all. I trust your plan. I follow your guidance without fear. Many of you carry burdens you do not even recognize. Some of these burdens were handed down by others. Some were born from circumstances that were not your fault, yet they weigh on you as if they define you. I say to you now, let them go. Release the anger that poisons your mind. Release the bitterness that robs your joy. Release the guilt that is not yours to carry. I will replace these with peace. I will replace the fear with courage. I will replace doubt with certainty. Repeat aloud, Lord, I release all that is not from you. I receive your peace. I receive your courage. I receive your certainty. There is power in obedience, my child. Many wait for blessings to arrive, yet they do not see that the blessing comes through the steps you take in faith. Consider the story of a woman who longed for healing. She went to many doctors. She prayed. She cried. Nothing seemed to work. One day I whispered, forgive the one who hurt you. Walk into the light you have been avoiding. Though small and seemingly unrelated, she obeyed. Her healing began. A breakthrough arrived. Your steps, even the smallest ones done in obedience. To my voice, move mountains. Repeat, I will obey. I will trust. I will follow. Do not be afraid of the unknown. There was a man who faced a decision he could not understand. He feared the consequences of stepping forward. I said to him, take the step. Even if you cannot see the outcome, I go before you. When he stepped, the doors opened, the blessings arrived, and the fear he held for years dissolved. The unknown is my territory. Step boldly. Repeat, I step boldly. I trust you. I move forward without fear. You may feel the weight of what others expect from you, the pressure of comparisons, the constant pull to conform. Do not listen. Listen only to me. There is a path uniquely for you, designed before you were born. One person will see your success, another will criticize. Do not fear their voices. The voice that matters is mine. Repeat, I hear only your voice, Lord. I follow your path. I trust your plan. There will be moments of restlessness, moments when your mind races, when you feel unsettled. This is not chaos. This is me stirring your spirit. There is a season for preparation. There is a season for breakthrough. There is a season for rest. In every moment, I am teaching you to recognize my voice, to discern my guidance, to trust the timing I set. Repeat, I trust your timing. I recognize your voice. I follow your guidance. Consider the young woman who wanted to start a ministry. Every attempt she made seemed blocked. Doors closed, opportunities vanished. She cried out to me, why, Lord? I whispered, your timing is perfect. Continue to prepare your heart. She waited. She prayed. She studied. She loved. And then one day, an opportunity arrived that she could never have imagined. Her ministry flourished. The delay was not denial. It was preparation. Your delays are not denials. Repeat, I wait with faith. I trust your timing. I prepare my heart for your blessing. The enemy will attempt to distract you. He will plant thoughts of doubt, fear, and regret. When you feel the heaviness in your chest, when confusion clouds your mind, remember this. These are not yours to carry. They are assignments meant to pull you away from my voice. Lift your eyes. Speak aloud. Lord, I reject every lie. One, receive your truth. I walk in your light. I'm protected. I am guided. I am free. Affirm with me now. I release fear. I release doubt. I release worry. I release the burden that is not mine to carry. I trust you completely. I follow your voice without hesitation. I step into the path you have prepared. There is a story of a man who had lost everything. He had no direction, no support, no hope. He prayed, and I said, begin with gratitude. Recognize what you have, not what you lack. Walk in kindness and generosity even when it is hard. He obeyed. Slowly, doors opened. Friendships returned. Opportunities arrived. His breakthrough came through the smallest acts of obedience and gratitude. Repeat. I walk in gratitude. I act in kindness. I obey your voice. My breakthrough comes through you. Do not despise small beginnings. Many of you are waiting for miracles, yet overlook the steps I give you each day. Every small act of faith, every moment of surrender, every word of kindness, every prayer uttered in honesty, these are seeds. They grow into blessings you cannot yet see. Repeat. I plant seeds of faith. I act in obedience. I trust in your timing. I receive the growth you have promised. The stories I share are not distant. They are for you. Your life is a living story, unfolding under my hand. I am writing chapters of victory, healing, breakthrough, and restoration. Do not rush. Do not doubt. Do not fear. Follow me. Repeat. I follow you, Lord. I trust your hand. I step boldly into the story you're writing for me. Tonight, before you sleep, lay down every fear, every worry, every burden. Speak aloud. Lord, I release everything I cannot carry. I receive your peace. I receive your strength. I receive your breakthrough. I trust your plan. I step into the path you have prepared. Amen. Asterisk, you may feel uncertainty. You may question the path. That is why I am here. My guidance is never hidden. I do not speak once and leave you wandering. I am persistent, patient, gentle, yet piercing. I call to your spirit until you respond. Repeat. I hear your voice, Lord. I respond in faith. I follow your guidance. There will be times when it feels like no one understands. There was a woman who prayed for years for clarity in her marriage. Advice came from every direction. Confusion clouded her mind. One night, she whispered her heart to me alone. I answered. Doors opened. Clarity arrived. What you cannot solve on your own, I will. Your trust unlocks my power. Repeat. I trust you, Lord. I follow your voice. I surrender what I cannot fix. You may feel uncertainty. You may question the path. That is why I am here. My guidance is never hidden. I do not speak once and leave you wandering. I am persistent, patient, gentle, yet piercing. I call to your spirit until you respond. Repeat. I hear your voice, Lord. I respond in faith. I follow your guidance. There will be times when it feels like no one understands. There was a woman who prayed for years for clarity in her marriage. Advice came from every direction. Confusion clouded her mind. One night, she whispered her heart to me alone. I answered. Doors opened. Clarity arrived. What you cannot solve on your own, I will. Your trust unlocks my power. Repeat. I trust you, Lord. I follow your voice. I surrender what I cannot fix. Asterisk. You may feel uncertainty. You may question the path. That is why I am here. My guidance is never hidden. I do not speak once and leave you wandering. I am persistent, patient, gentle, yet piercing. I call to your spirit until you respond. Repeat. I hear your voice, Lord. I respond in faith. I follow your guidance. There will be moments when you look around and feel like no one sees what you're carrying. Even those closest to you may not understand the storm inside your heart, but I do. I see every thought, every fear, every whispered prayer you never say out loud. Nothing is hidden from me. Not your tears, not your pain, not your exhaustion. There was a woman who prayed for years for clarity in her marriage. She sought advice from friends, family, even strangers who meant well, but did not know the depths of her heart. Every voice only increased her confusion. One night, overwhelmed and tired of trying to hold everything together, she fell to her knees and whispered her heart to me alone. And I answered, not with chaos, not with fear, but with clarity. A peace entered her spirit that she had never felt before. She did not have all the answers, but she had direction. She did not know the entire path, but she knew her next step. And that was enough. What you cannot solve on your own, I will. What weighs you down, I will lift. What confuses you, I will make clear. Your trust unlocks my power. Repeat, I trust you, Lord. I follow your voice. I surrender what I cannot fix. My child, hear me. There is no confusion in my voice. There is no fear in my guidance. There is no hopelessness in my presence. You have been trying to carry too much alone. Thoughts from yesterday, wounds from last year, regrets you refused to speak, expectations you were never meant to fulfill. You've been fighting battles in your mind that were never yours to fight. Let it go. Let me take what you cannot hold any longer. There was a man who tried to control every detail of his life. He feared the future so deeply that he planned for every outcome, obsessed over every possibility, and still felt unprepared. One evening, exhausted from the weight of his own expectations, he whispered, Lord, I surrender what I cannot control. In that moment, the weight broke. Not because the situation changed instantly, but because he changed. He realized control was never the source of his safety. I was. Pete, I trust your timing. I trust your protection. I trust the doors you close and the doors you open. My child, listen. The breakthrough you're waiting for is not always a sudden event. Sometimes it is a slow unfolding, a gentle reshaping, a quiet transformation. Within you, sometimes the biggest breakthrough is not what changes around you, but what changes in you. Peace where fear once lived, clarity where confusion once grew, strength where weakness once ruled, hope where doubt once whispered. There was a man who thought his life was falling apart, relationship broken, finances unstable, dreams crushed. He told himself he was failing, but what he didn't realize was that I was not destroying his life. I was rebuilding it. I was tearing down what was unstable so I could build what would last. Sometimes I must break what you built so I can build what you need. Repeat, Lord, rebuild me, remake me, restore me according to your will, and hear me clearly. You are not as lost as you think. You are not as behind as you feel. You are not as empty as the enemy wants you to believe. You are in the middle of becoming. You are in the center of transformation. You are walking through a season that is shaping you. For the blessing you prayed for, do not despise this season. There is purpose in it. There is growth in it. There is deliverance in it. There is direction in it. Repeat, I embrace the season I am in. I trust what you are building in me. Asterisk, you may feel weary, as if the weight of what you carry is more than you can bear. That is why I'm here. I am the strength beneath your exhaustion, the calm beneath your storm, the light that pierces your darkest night. There was a man who labored for years in silence, believing his efforts were unnoticed, unappreciated, meaningless. Each day he woke, burdened by doubt and fear. One night, he fell to his knees and whispered his heart to me. I responded, not with thunder, not with a sudden answer, but with a peace that wrapped around his spirit, whispering, I see you. You are not alone. Your labor is not in vain. Repeat, Lord, I am not alone. I am seen. I am recognized. I am valued. My child, understand this. Every tear you have shed, every prayer you have whispered in secret, every fear you have battled, in the silence of your heart, has not been wasted. I have recorded them all. Each one is precious to me, and every season of waiting, of testing, of refining, has a purpose. Consider the woman who waited years for a breakthrough in her career. Every rejection, every closed door, every moment of disappointment seemed unbearable. Yet with each trial, I was shaping her faith, her patience, her resilience. When the moment finally arrived, she did not simply receive a job or a promotion. She received the confidence, the wisdom, and the strength to walk into a position she was truly prepared for. Repeat, I trust the timing of the Lord. I wait with patience. I am being prepared. There will be moments when doubt creeps in. The enemy will whisper lies. You're too late. You're not enough. You're forgotten. Hear me. These are not your truths. They are shadows attempting to cloud your vision. Stand firm. There was a young man who doubted his calling. Every door he knocked on seemed closed. Every voice said no. Yet I continued to whisper, gently, persistently, do not turn back. Do not despair. Your path is before you. He obeyed, and the doors opened one by one, exactly as I had prepared. Repeat, I reject lies. I receive truth. I step forward in faith. Tonight, lay down the burdens you have carried too long, the resentment, the regret, the fear, the worry, the disappointment. Give them to me. There was a mother who carried guilt for years over mistakes she had made in parenting. Each day she woke heavy, believing she could not do enough. She brought her guilt to me, pouring it out in prayer. I lifted it. I replaced it with wisdom, patience, and renewed love. Her steps became lighter. Her heart became freer. And the blessing she had longed for, peace in her home, joy in her children, began to arrive. Repeat, I release guilt. I accept your peace. I walk in freedom. Do not fear the unknown. There was a man who stepped into a new city, a new job, and a new life without knowing what awaited him. Fear whispered, you are not ready. You are not capable. Yet I said, I am with you. I go before you. Every step he took was guided. Every encounter orchestrated. What seemed uncertain became certainty. What seemed impossible became possible. Repeat, I am guided. I am protected. I am capable through you. My child. There is a transformation taking place in your spirit, even now. Some days you may not feel it. Some nights you may question it. But know this, the smallest steps, the silent prayers, the moments of surrender, they are all working together to shape your destiny. There was a woman who prayed daily for clarity in her relationships. She felt unseen, unheard, misunderstood. But each prayer, each act of obedience, each choice to forgive was preparing her heart. When the blessing finally arrived, she recognized the pattern of my work. Her patience, her trust, her surrender had built a foundation for lasting peace. Repeat, I trust your process. I surrender to your plan. I embrace your timing. Even now, I am speaking to you. The door you think is closed is not closed to me. The opportunity you fear is too late is already in my hands. The breakthrough you long for is already being prepared. There was a man who felt trapped by his circumstances. His finances were failing. His health was weak. His relationships strained. He despaired. My child, before you take another step, listen to my voice. There are burdens you have carried, weights that have pressed on your heart and mind, and fears you think are yours to carry alone. I am here. I have always been here. There is a reason you feel the heaviness, the tension, the unrest. It is not to break you, but to awaken you. The first step to breakthrough is to let go of what you cannot carry. Think of a woman who carried shame for decades. Every morning, she rose under the weight of guilt and regret. Each night, the memories replayed in her mind. She believed she had failed beyond redemption. She did not see me, but I saw her. I whispered. I guided. I showed her that what she held was not hers to keep. When she finally whispered back to me, releasing the pain, freedom began to flow. Her chains did not vanish instantly, but they lost their power. This is the first truth. Letting go is not weakness. It is strength. Repeat after me. I release what I cannot carry. I let go of what does not belong to me. I trust you, Lord, to guide my steps. Feel my hand lifting what you release. You are not alone, Dot. Do not rush. Do not depend on yesterday's strength. Come to me first. I order your steps. I quiet your fears. I make a way where there seems to be none. There is a shepherd who leads his sheep through the dark. The path is hidden. Dangers lie in the shadows, yet the shepherd calls with a calm voice. The sheep that follow safely arrive at the pasture. I am your shepherd. The world will roar, and your heart may panic, but in the stillness, hear me. I am guiding. I am speaking. I am preparing your breakthrough. There was a man who prayed for years, seeking clarity for his life. He heard nothing, and he felt abandoned. One night, he entered silence. In that quiet, a whisper came, subtle, soft, impossible to ignore. It said, "Move toward the one you fear. Speak the word you think impossible." He obeyed. That act, small in his eyes, opened doors he could not have imagined. Breakthrough begins in the quiet where my voice is heard. You have prayed, you have hoped, yet the blessing you seek seems delayed. This is not because I have forgotten. It is because your heart must prepare to receive it. Obedience opens doors, faster than wishes or plans. Consider a man who waited for years for a promised blessing. Each day he prayed, but the door remained shut. Then I spoke, asking him to forgive someone, to act in kindness where he had been wronged. Though uncomfortable, he obeyed. By the next day, the door opened, not as he expected, but greater than he imagined. Obedience, my child, is the soil where breakthroughs grow. Your faith waters it, and I make it bear fruit. Repeat, I will. Obey your voice, Lord. I trust your timing. I walk in the path you have prepared. There are lies you have believed about yourself, thoughts that are not yours. That heaviness, that fear, that shame, these are not random. They are assignments, meant to distract you from my voice. You are a light that darkness notices. You are a threat to the enemy's plan, and that is why the pressure rises. But do not fear. I go before you. I walk with you. I cover you. Repeat, I am strong. I am covered. I am free in Jesus' name. Your mind may replay pain. You may fear what you cannot control. You may long for change in someone who refuses to change. You may hide sins in silence, thinking they define you. Bring them to me, not for shame, but for freedom. I want to break those chains tonight. Speak aloud. Lord, I release the pain. I release the fear. I release what I cannot change. I open my heart to your restoration. You are not alone in this journey. I am your guide, your helper, your light. There was a young woman who feared failure. She wanted to pursue a calling, but every step seemed blocked. Doors closed, voices told her no, and discouragement whispered constantly. She cried out to me, asking for guidance. I opened a path she could not see, brought the right people into her life, and positioned her in a way that led to breakthrough. She stepped forward, and the blessing she had longed for arrived. This is what I do for those who trust me. I am always moving, even when you do not see it. You may feel weak. You may feel unseen. You may feel forgotten. But I say, nothing can separate you from my love. Your breakthrough, your guidance, your freedom, all await when you release the past and trust me. Repeat, I trust you, Lord. I follow your voice. I step boldly into what you have prepared. Tonight, hear me clearly. Let go of every thought that says you are not enough. Release the pain that you keep replaying. Surrender the fear of what you cannot control. Give up the burden of changing what is not yours to change. Bring into my light the sin you have been hiding. All of this I take. All of this I transform. I bless your mind, strengthen your spirit, and cover your path. There will be moments today when old burdens return, whispers of fear or doubt. Do not let them root in your heart. Call my name, speak my word, remember my promises. I am faithful. I am true. I do not fail. Repeat. I am faithful. I am true. I do not fail. Now, my child, prepare for the doors I am opening. They may not look like you expected. They may require patience, humility, or courage. Step through anyway. Do not rely on your strength. Follow me. I go before you. I make a way. I provide what is needed. Repeat, I follow you, Lord. I trust your way. I walk in your path. Affirm your faith now. I am strong. I am covered. I am guided. I am free. I am walking in the light of the Lord. My steps are ordered, my path is clear, and I will not stumble. Because he who leads me never sleeps. Do not doubt the signs I place before you. The numbers you see repeatedly, the messages you cannot ignore, the nudges that feel like coincidence. None of them are by chance. I am speaking to you. I am guiding you. I am preparing your breakthrough. Take a moment to breathe. Inhale my peace. Exhale your fear. Say aloud, Lord, I receive your peace. I release my fear. I step forward in faith. You may feel uncertainty. You may question the path. That is why I'm here. My guidance is never hidden. I do not speak once and leave you wandering. I am persistent, patient, gentle yet piercing. I call to your spirit until you respond. Repeat, I hear your voice, Lord. I respond in faith. I follow your guidance. Tonight, do not fall asleep carrying yesterday's pain. Do not enter tomorrow carrying fear or doubt. Let go. Trust me. Walk boldly. I am opening doors, clearing paths, and preparing blessings. Your breakthrough is near. Repeat, I am ready, Lord. I trust your timing. I step forward boldly. Remember the woman who feared failure, the man who obeyed in discomfort, the child who surrendered their shame. These stories are not distant. They are for you. Your story is unfolding. I am in it. I am guiding it. I am blessing it. I am making the path straight. Now, speak these words over yourself. Lord, I am free from what I cannot carry. I trust your plan. I walk in faith, not by sight. I receive your blessing. I release fear, pain, and doubt. I am covered in your love. I am guided by your voice. Amen, God, I am guided and protected every moment. I release fear and embrace peace. I am worthy of love and blessings. I trust God's timing in my life. I am strong, courageous, and resilient. I forgive and let go of what no longer serves me. I attract joy, abundance, and miracles. I am aligned with divine purpose. I am healed in mind, body, and spirit. I walk in faith and confidence each day. Asterisk repeat. These 5 prayers every night. Lord, guide me and protect me in every step I take today. Fill my heart with your peace. Calm my mind and help me walk confidently in your light. Surround me with your love and keep me from harm. Jesus, I ask you to fill my heart with courage and strength. When I feel weak or afraid, remind me of your presence. Help me trust in your plan and give me patience to wait for your perfect timing. Father, grant me wisdom and clarity in all my decisions today. Help me see beyond my fears and doubts. Teach me to listen to your voice, follow your guidance, and act in alignment with your will. Holy Spirit, surround me with your love and light. Remove any negativity, fear, or confusion from my mind. Help me embrace joy, gratitude, and peace, and let your presence guide every thought, word, and action. God, I surrender my worries, doubts, and burdens into your hands. Help me trust your plan fully, even when I do not understand it. Strengthen my faith, renew my hope, and fill me with your everlasting peace. Lord, guide me and protect me in every